Welcome to day 3, everybody. Today we're going to talk about highlighting your host. We're going to ask questions of our guests in a fun way and also just try to be entertaining. Hello and welcome to day 3, everybody. If you're on my team, you're probably thinking, yay, Kate got out of bed today. My team knows that I worked from my coziest spot today. I wasn't feeling too great, and so I just worked straight from my bed, and then I thought, okay, time to get ready with this Facebook business. So here I am, and if you're watching on the replay, welcome. Just know that sometimes you got to be flexible and work from where you got to work. Today is a big day. You're going to have to cut out a good chunk of time. These tasks, when I did them originally, each took me a while, and I didn't want to drag it out too far, but I also didn't want to hold people back. So I cut it up into 2 days. We're going to do 3 graphics today and 3 graphics tomorrow. So hang with me here. Today we are going to be working on posts that encourage engagement in a Facebook party. When I learned about the Tag Team's 30-minute Facebook party format, you don't just do the 30 minutes for the party. You do about 1 post a day leading up to the party. So I'm going to work with you to get you equipped to have these graphics on hand and ready to go for when you are hosting your own parties. Today we're going to do one that it involves just talking about the host. You know, when you're at a home party and you usually go around and introduce yourself and you say things like how you know the host or what your favorite product is. This is what that is. All right? It should be fairly easy. Where it can get creative and complex if you want, we're going to do a question post. A question that creates conversation about ultimately Scentsy, but it can be general too. But you really want to try to find a way to tie it into your business. And then we're going to do an entertaining post. So I'm going to show you different examples, and I'm going to just show you how to use the tools that we learned yesterday with using your image. You guys, I really believe that using your image is huge. It's a way that the party guests will know you from somebody else. They'll know that you are real and human and creative and invested. You're not just pulling random generic flyers and putting them in a party on a like timed schedule. I think the Facebook world got sick of that really fast. I remember a couple years ago that was fine. It was fun, but now, it's not going to cut it. So be bold and be creative. Use your face. Be silly. Be you. I'm going to say that over and over again. Be you. So again, the host post is going to be just how do you know your How do you know your host? Maybe if you have a picture of you and them together, use that. I've been able to do that a couple times, and that really connects you to the host, and then it gets everybody else is somehow connected to the host. It connects you with them. So connection is good. If you don't have a picture together, go get one, or just use a picture of them and their family. The question post. This can be something like, what kind of scents do you like? Or what is a favorite memory that you have associated with a scent? Okay, get creative. How can you make a graphic out of that? I'm going to show you, and in the intro, I showed you my examples, but you guys branch off, do less, do more, do whatever you want, but get creative, all right? And then you're going to do an entertaining one. I have one that I showed you that is all about like what stinks up your life. I just thought that was funny. You know, let's be truthful. There's a lot of stinky things in our lives. You could do something like I could do a picture of me in the truck with my kids, which include 3 boys who just for some reason feel like that's a great time to like let all the gas fly always in our truck. And so I've made jokes before about carrying room spray because I need it with my 3 kids. 3 boys, I have 5. So yes, they're all stinky though. So I could have a graphic showing that. Kimberly Polito had one a couple years ago. She had put her head on Jennifer Lopez's body. Now, Jennifer Lopez was wearing this pastel colored striped outfit. So using a cutout of her head, which we learned how to do yesterday, she put on JLo's body. Then she put it side by side with the ribbon sunset warmer, which is pastel stripes. And then she said, who wore it better, A or B? All right, now these, according to Tag Team, you want these question posts or entertaining posts to solicit an answer. And then the shorter the answer, the better. People are busy, people are scrolling. So pick a number or pick a letter. Let's dive into Canva and see what we can kind of show you to do. Again, you don't have to use Canva, but that's my preference. I would say Pick Collage is another good option, but I like Canva because it has so many options to use on it. Give me feedback though if you get to Canva and you feel like the options aren't there for you. All right, so here's my screen and let's go into Canva. Square or close to square, rectangle, whatever is good. I just chose Facebook post and you're gonna see a blank screen come up. It's like your canvas. You can do whatever you want on it. You're gonna notice with my graphics, I continuously use the same background. Now there are some great templates you can use here and just fill in your own words. If that's what you wanna do, go for it. But I encourage you to get creative and build something too on your own. Play around with it all. Have fun, go crazy. I use consistent colors a lot, and that just kind of contributes to your brand. And when people see those colors, they'll either think of you or they'll just know that it's part of the party that you're doing. So for your background, you can choose a picture, kind of like in the lawnmower picture I showed you yesterday, or you can pick a patterned background. You can pick a solid background. Let's pretend I like the color pink. We'll just pretend. And it's gonna fill up your entire space. Now, upload your images that you burned yesterday. You're gonna see that I have some here. But remember, let's do a question. All right, so I'll choose this burned image I have. Oh, look at my arm got cut off there. So I'll kind of put it to the side. So I'm gonna use my image. Again, that just makes it unique to me. And then let's ask a question. What question should we ask, you guys? Should we ask, which scent do you like the best? All right. So let's think about the different types of scents. We have manly scents. So let's try to maybe find some shaving or soapy pictures. I'm just typing that in. You'll get some interesting things here. Got some mustaches, that might work. Let's go with a mustache. So I'm gonna add a mustache. All right, as an option. There we go. All right, and we'll arrange them later. How about fruity? Fruit. I'm just typing in fruit. I wanna see what they have for illustrations. Maybe I'll go kind of that direction, not too much, but maybe I'll choose the pineapple to represent. Okay. All right, what other scents do we have? Romance. So those are like sweet things. I'll just type in romance and see what we get. Aww. Romantic scent. All right. So before that, I'm going to add a heading. And again, this is completely customizable. All right, so which scent category do you prefer? How about that? All right, I'm gonna make that white because I love white. Let's make sure that shows up well. If it doesn't, you always make it a little bigger. Looks like we've got room for that. If you want, you can add a shape behind it. This is just pretty basic stuff. You can see over here there's elements and there's shapes. And I can add a square behind it. Now, don't just think that I'm gonna leave that like as is. I'm gonna put it over here. All right. I'm going to choose a new color. Maybe what would go well with pink, maybe a purple. All right, and then I'm gonna move it over when I'm gonna click it, and I'm gonna make it transparent. And then I'm also going to arrange that it goes back behind. So which scent do you prefer? We can move it as need be. All right, let's put some letters up here. We'll do text, add subheading, A. Let's say A baking scents. All right, I'm gonna clean and fresh. So here's the other deal. As you solicit questions or as you solicit answers, so there we go. It could look better, but there's the basic idea. You're gonna need to play around with it and make it your own, okay? And I will give more direction in the Facebook group in the event. Let me go back to the screen. Okay, so this is something I learned for being a guest at somebody else's party. Somebody said, comment below with how old your kids are. This was for a book company. And I said, well, at the time, they were 11. Right now, they're 11, 8, 8, 6, and 6. I've got a big crew, all right? And her response to me was, oh, I bet they would love this book, this book, this book, and this book. I was like, oh. I don't have to look through a catalog. She nailed it on the head. The host had told her that I have 3 little boys and that they like dinosaurs and paper airplanes, whatever, but she had the greatest suggestions for me. And plus, I was in one of only like 15 guests in the party. So again, I'm gonna always tell you to have 30 or less, 40 or 50 if you have to, but I like small. And anyways, I ended up clicking the link and ordering each one of those books. She made it so easy for me. So when people are sharing what kind of scents they prefer, suggest, say, have you tried Luna? That Luna is a crowd pleaser, and it's kind of under the romance category, but it's under like classics and favorites because everybody loves it. Maybe offer to put together a perfect 6-pack for people based on their preferences. Oh, you like bakery type scents? You should really try Cozy Chai. It smells exactly like chai tea. It's amazing. So use it to create conversation. And I'll be here throughout the evening if you guys want help with any Canva questions. But just know that use PNG files. PNG with the background burned out. You can use Scentsy images and burn out the background, but you can also go to the workstation. Let's take a quick look at the workstation. Okay, so here we are on the marketing tab. Business marketing, product marketing. I'm gonna go over to product marketing. Let's say I'm looking for an image of Luna. They have all sorts of items here. So it looks like a lot of them are already PNG files with the background burned out. So I'm gonna download this one. Look at, when you see the checkers in the background, you know that it's already been burned. So I'm just telling you that when you add that to a Canva image, that is going to show up with just the outline of the bar. All right, we'll get more into that tomorrow as well. Until then, just play around, look at YouTube for tutorials, message me, whatever, but I'm here for you and you can do this. Make your materials interactive and fun and don't be afraid to show your face on them. Thanks guys, you can do it.